Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurfadhilah. I'm from English Education Department, UIN Alauddin, Makassar. Okay, in this video, I will explain about development of teaching and learning material. Development of teaching and learning material is very important aspect in educational system because it is one of the aspect that can help the student and the teacher to reach educational goals. In development teaching and learning material, there are several things should be considered, namely grade level of student, academic goals and objectives, and subject and concept that will be taught. And the next is concept of teaching material. Tomlinson, 1998, said, "Everything that used by teacher to facilitate language learning can be defined as material." And Burschetta, 2013, said, "Teaching and learning material are instruments which is used to deliver to the set content of education." And the next, teaching material has several roles. The first is makes learning realistic, and the second is makes learning practical and pleasurable, and the third stimulates student skill and perspective, and the next act as a refreshness, and the last makes student motivated. And the next, significant of teaching material also founded in 5 aspects. The first is student motivation and creativity and stimulate prior knowledge and encouraging students to interpret, to understanding, use logical thinking, to commercial, to skill development. And the last gives acquired understanding for the students. And the next, objectives of teaching learning material or purpose of teaching learning material. The first is to motivate students by makes learning pleasurable, and second, knowledge and skill of teacher, knowledge for preparation and skill skill for transfer, and lower retention of info that makes teaching and learning material makes learning will be unforgettable because they will understand the concept well. And the next, facilitate holistic learning. Students can improve the intellectual aspect. And the next, promoting effective communication and organizing classroom teaching by implementing of lesson plan, and then make learning practical and pleasurable, and make concept formative, like understand the material well, acquired efficient understanding to reach the goals. And the next, types of teaching material. According to Burschetta, 2013, there is visual, auditorial, and audiovisual. There is the first, audio. Audio, it's like human voice, conversation, tape, and CD, and etc. And then visual, it's like textbook, newspaper, poster, maps, globe, and hologram, and etc. And the next is collection. Collection is a process collecting materials, and then we analyze the materials needed, and the teacher should be consider the goals and objectives. After that, the materials have a appropriate place, and when they are used, teaching must be professional in guiding the students. And the next, preparation. In preparations, the teacher is ready to use the materials, and they will consider student level, goals, concept that should be taught, and then teacher ensure that student will get better understanding. And the next, the teacher will guide the student. And the next, we talk about maintain. In maintain, we talk about we need to keep it and save it. That means we need to keep our teaching material like our textbook, our book, our maps, our globe, and save it and pay attention to the place and prepare time and also the way to use it, the way to use the book, the way to use the globe, and etc. And then recommendation. When the teacher plan to use teaching material, they need to consider it with student need and student level. And then in implementing teaching and learning material appropriately, the teacher should be aware and well prepared. And then the teacher need to develop teaching material so they can be aware how to teach appropriately. And then the teacher have to make a schedule available, and teacher should be act as a leader, guidance, and counselor. And that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.